Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the last night's Truck League. Here we are, Season 2, round number 3 here at Kentucky Speedway. And practice is just rounding up here in just a few minutes, and we're going to get ready to get down to qualifying and get ready for 90 laps of action here at this 1.46 mile facility. Beautiful night out there for racing tonight. Air temperature 70 degrees, wind 6 miles an hour. Track temperature only 71 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here at Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, you want to know when we're going live, click that notification bell. And, just as we get ready to go down to the track, let's take a look at the standings where they are coming into this weekend. Dakota Moniz leading by just a handful of points over Colin Forrester, Mike Simone third, Jesse Thornock fourth, Steve McCorns fifth, AJ Green sixth, Michael Pimpere seventh, Steve Accardi eighth, Adam Ailshire ninth, and Ryan Ferraro rounds out the top 10. And we scroll on down there, and you can see where Colin Forrester and Mike Simone are actually tied. And so it's very, you can see throughout the points there's very close in some areas. And and it's kind of like that at the start of the season. We'll see how close these battles remain as we move through the season. Taking a look at the team standings. Have those up here for you. And, okay, I thought I had those up here. Well, let me go grab those for you here real quick. And because we have several teams as well. And so we're going to have those. Here we go. Well, they're trying to load. For some reason, they don't want to load. That's okay. We'll go through that later. And looks like we're rolling over now to qualifying here. So, and it's a private qualifying. So we only have like one car on track at a time. So whenever we see somebody head out on track, we'll go ahead and lock it on that car. There's Sean McLaughlin there. Looks like he's getting set to head on out. There he goes. And there may already be some guys on track. And as they cross the line, you'll see their times come up on the board on the left-hand side of the screen. Sean getting up to speed here. Making his way around now and on in his first hot lap. And having a little technical difficulty here. Let's move that out the way. Reset that. There we go. So far, it looks like Kevin Mahoney is on the pole there. McLaughlin right now is showing 8th fastest. At 30.615. Steve McCorn's 6th fastest at the moment. Ryan Ferraro looks like he's done. Right now he's showing 4th fastest with that looks like a 30.379. Michael Pimpere crossing the line. He was 13th fastest and moved up to 5th fastest. Good improvement there for Michael Pimpere. There's the 10 of Greg Moore, currently 4th fastest with a 30.371. Looks like he's done. Christopher Buds, 8th fastest with a 30.453. There's Colin Forrester. This may be his first time lap here. see if that, yep, that's the first one. Boy, all right, he went right to the top there, folks. 30.249 for Colin Forrester. Steve Cardi, oh, he gets away from the 92, trying to save it. And he keeps it off the wall. Oh, does he? Okay, and he keeps it off the inside wall. And he's 11th fastest at the moment, or the 30.483. That may be the end of his qualifying, though. And let's see, I don't see if there's anybody else on track. Alan Warnecki, he's 30.3736, 17th fastest. And Gerald Space, he's still rolling there. He's got 12th place time. He's trying to improve on that 12th place time here. Let's see what happens. He crossed the line. He fell into 13. Now he jumps up to 6th. 30.325. Good improvement there for Gerald Space. Just over a minute left in qualifying. David Bonnet looks like he's done. Third quickest with the 30.304. Makes him third quickest at the moment. The AJ Green, I think he might already be done. Yeah, he's fourth fastest with a 30.367. And, you know, there may not be anybody else on track here. So it's possible that we'll get ready to roll over to the, yeah, it's about 30 seconds to go. And we'll be getting ready to roll over to the lineup here, to the grid. So we're going to take a quick break and get ready for that. I think they may have a real quick drivers meeting there. And so we'll be right back real quick and be ready for the start. You're watching the Last Night's Truck League here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling.
Okay, we're back, and cars are lining up, getting ready to head on out. And no, just before we head out there, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for their support there. I always appreciate them coming on board. That's a McConey Setup Shop. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. And Monster Tech, simulation design made in Germany. Trucks are lined up, Le Mans style. Getting ready to head on out. And let's see, as they do that, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. On the pole, Colin Forrester. Kevin Mahoney Jr. starting second. David Bonnet third. Fourth position, we have AJ Green. Justin Barkley fifth. Gerald Space starting in the sixth position. Seventh, we have Mike Simone. Eighth, Greg Moore. Ryan Ferraro ninth. Brian Dixon rounds out the top 10. Then 11th, we have Michael Pimpere. Christopher Buds in that 12th spot. 13th position, we've got Steve Accardi. Stephen Wood, 14th position. And 15th, we have Adam Ailshire. Seba Corn starting in the 16th position. Dakota Moniz starting 17th. Sean McLaughlin in the 18th spot. 19th, we have Alan Ornecki. 20th, Jad Khalif. 21st position, Gary Armijo. 22nd, Corey Wakefield. Jesse Thornock starts in 23rd position. Jesse and Travis Eccles in 24th there. They did not post a qualifying time. And those are our last two positions in this 24 truck field. Field lining up behind Colin Forrester, getting ready for 90 laps of action here tonight. Now they have one faster pair, 3 sets of tires, 3 additional sets of tires, not in addition to the set that they're starting on. Only one green-white checker attempt here tonight at Kentucky. Making their way now through turns 3 and 4. And waiting for that green flag.
Green, green, green.
And we got the green, and we're racing here at Kentucky. And they're off and running. Oh, we got somebody spinning. That's the 92, I think, Steve McCarty. Doesn't look like he hit the wall. Good job there, Steve. He's able to continue going. Meanwhile, Colin Forrester, he continues to lead A.J. Green, Kevin Mahoney Jr. Mahoney now up to that second spot. Well, they're really battling, A.J. Green and Mahoney Jr. Green's got it back once again. There's David Bonnet also trying to get in on the action. Boy, things getting hot and heavy real quick here tonight, folks. And it's only lap 2. Field starting to space out a little bit. That's Justin Barkley right behind Bonnet. A.J. Green up there behind Colin Forrester. Now, those two, they're teammates, so you know they're probably going to be working together a little bit, at least until you saw how it went last week. You know, that teamwork works right up till about the end of the race there. So you can definitely count on them trying to work together here. Kevin Mahoney's going up against those two teammates there, see if he can get around them. See your top 5 right there. There's 6th position, a little bit of space there. There's Mike Simone in that 27 truck. A little further back, you can see they're all pretty close together. Ryan Ferraro in 9th position. There's Christopher Buds back in the 13th spot. Nice field out there tonight. There's Dakota Moniz running 17th at the moment. You know, you always see him a lot towards the back at the beginning of a race, and I tell you, he'll find his way to the front somewhere, some way. There's teammate Jesse Thornock in the 14 truck. Further back, there's Travis Eccles. Behind him, there's Steve McCarty. He spun there on the opening laps. Fortunately, did not hit anything, so he's able to continue along. He's about 5 seconds behind Gary Armijo, but he is still motoring on along. Meanwhile, Colin Forrester continues to lead A.J. Green. Kevin Mahoney, he's starting to get some company now. David Bonnet and Justin Barkley going to have a little bit of competition here. He's going to have to be careful. Barkley right there trying to make something happen if he can. Mahoney's already now, he's been passed by both Bonnet and Barkley. And now they're both got by the 66. And you know, I think, you know, we're using some of the drivers don't have their actual pictures on board. And I think we have a real picture of Justin here somewhere. If I can find it, I will get it up there for you. And For some reason, that name sounds familiar. And if we find it, we'll throw it in there later on in the race here. A little further back, there's Gerald Space. He's had a nice battle going on there with Ryan Ferraro. Forrester's 2/10 ahead of Green still at the moment. Boy, and Seba Corns, he's right there behind Ryan Ferraro as well. Everything pretty tight back here. A little further back is Adam Ailshire. He's battling with the 3. Christopher Buds. Here comes the 28, Sean McLaughlin, right behind them there. Keeping things interesting. A lot of room here at Kentucky. You know, I know they love come racing here. There always seems to be a lane to be able to move to. So there's nothing claustrophobic about this track here at all. That's Jad Khalif right behind McLaughlin. His league owner, he's running in 16th position at the moment. Right behind him is Dakota Moniz. Up the front, Colin Forrester. AJ Green, he's it looks like he's kind of just riding along there. That's definitely what it looks like, and not making any waves there and stuff. Continue to run nose to tail there. It's Justin Barkley. I told you we had a picture of him there. Go ahead and made the real Justin Barkley. Please stand up. There he is right there, folks. Currently running out in that 6th position, trying to chase down Greg Moore. Greg always finds himself to the front. He's a little bit of a victim of some bad luck here in recent races. But see if he can rectify that here tonight at Kentucky. They're all probably, for the most part, pacing themselves a little bit right now. Running in that 5th spot, almost a half a second ahead of Barkley. Getting really close. Boy, he's getting close to Kevin Mahoney Jr. Wow, he was right there on the bumper. They're about to go 3 wide into turn 3. He gets quickly by the 66. Now he's trying to make it past the 51 up to that 3rd spot. They're going to come down to the line. I think Bonnet still had it as they crossed the line. So Greg Moore hasn't got it just yet. And Greg Mahoney is right on his tail, too. Trying to see if he can follow him past the 51. Oh, and I think Bonnet went high. He lost a few positions there, down to the 6th position. There's Mike Simone in the 8th spot, trying to catch Seba Corns for that 7th position. That gap up the front starting to grow just a little bit. Colin Forrester pulling away from his teammate there, AJ Green. Turning some really good laps here at this time being. Ryan Ferraro trying to get closer to the 27 of Mike Simone. Well, look at that battle behind them there. There's a big pack of trucks right here, folks. There's the 13 there, Michael Pimpere, Christopher Buds in the 3 machine. Aerospace in the 8 truck, Sean McLaughlin there in the 28 machine. And boy, they're racing tight there. Gerald Space almost got into the 3. Managed to grab hold of it there. And boy, they're super close themselves. Boy, there's Adam Elshire in the 11 truck back there. That wind may be blowing them around there just a little bit. Tight, very tight racing going on back here, folks. Chad Khalif right there at the back of that group. Well, I tell you, if something were to go wrong, he would be right there in it, folks, too. Boy, Sean McLaughlin got very close to the 8 of Gerald Space there. They're racing like there's no tomorrow. That's Dakota Moniz down on the inside in the 5 truck. Jostling for position. You see Adam Elshire back there on the high side. Well, he was on the high side. Now he dropped down to the inside. See if we can make a move on Jesse Thornock there. Colin Forrester continues to lead. You know, it's almost like sometimes the guys, some of the guys have to get out of it every now and then because they'll get a run on the truck in front of them, but there's really not a whole lot of space to go anywhere because they're so tightly packed at the moment, and they just have to ease up just a little bit. Michael Pimpere in the 13 truck. He's right there in the thick of it. And look at the gap now starting to form between this pack here. You see the 3 there, Christopher Buds. And you can see where that group is. And then all the way up there, that's Brian Dixon. And then we have Mike Simone. And you can see a gap starting, look at the track map, you can see a gap starting to form. Looks like pretty much 3 big groups there. Like that second group being led by 5th place Seba Corns. And that's your front group. The top 4 there have separated themselves from the largest pack on track. And of course, that's led by Colin Forrester and A.J. Green. Greg Moore hanging right in there, 2nd place. Right along there with Kevin Mahoney Jr. He's not letting them get away. 2 teammates, I believe that's 2 independent teams behind them. But it's almost like they're all running like teammates right now. Just trying to just stay together. Seba Corns made a good job of it coming up through the field, now in the 5th position. David Bonnet, he's trying to hold on there. He's in the 6th spot. Ryan Ferraro is up there as well. Ferraro gained 2 positions from the start, now running in 7th. Some of the folks behind him, though, like say Barkley. Barkley lost 3 spots. Mike Simone lost 9. I'm sorry, not 9, but 2. Lost 2 positions. Ryan Dixon right where he started in the 10th there. Rolling right along. He's at the tail end of that, I guess you could, it looks like about to say maybe the first group of trucks now. You can see the rest of the field behind them there. back at that second group, there's Christopher Buds. He's leading that second group. In fact, he's starting to get away from Dakota Moniz there just a little bit. And he's in the 12th position, followed by Sean McLaughlin there right on his tail. Jesse Thornock, that's Dakota's teammate. He's in the 15th position. Riding right behind Chad Khalif and Sean McLaughlin there on the high side. Trying to make a pass now on the inside of the 22. See if we can make a stick down on that low line. Chad Khalif holding it off at the moment. Meanwhile, up the front, A.J. Green's getting a bit closer now to his teammate. Once again, look at Greg Moore trying to make a move on the 7. So, you know, I'm going to pull the trigger right here and now, folks. See if I can get up there. They're getting very close as they come down to the line. Green stays ahead of Moore. Moore still in that 3rd spot. We got some green flag pit stops going on here, folks. There's Ryan Ferraro coming in. Mike Simone also coming in behind them. Your first 2 in. Green flag pit stops here. Actually, a couple of more folks shown already had stopped. Gary Armijo, he's making his way down. I'm seeing here Corey Wakefield and Steve Accardi had already stopped back on 25 and lap 28 respectively. Colin Forrester making it the 2 teammates. That's Colin Forrester, A.J. Green coming in. Brian Dixon, a lot of green flag pit stops now, folks. Dakota Moniz, he's making his way in there. Christopher Buds right in front of him. Now that handed the lead to Greg Moore. Now this is kind of like starting to feel like last week, folks. Let's see how much further the other guys stay out. A lot of times we saw them come in the very next lap. Moore and Mahoney are staying out. They were the 2 of the 4 up at the front. They continue to stay out. David Bonnet making his way on in. Justin Barkley also coming in. Seba Corns, he's up there actually in the 2nd position right now. Mahoney Jr., excuse me, he's kind of held back there a bit. Greg Moore continues to lead. In fact, he's slowing down now. He's coming on in to pit road. So that handed the lead to Seba Corns, Kevin Mahoney Jr. right behind him as they come in. Bonnet, Barkley, Forrester, a lot of the folks that were up the front there. Right now they're showing a lap down, and as these guys are pitting right now, they should be getting their laps back. And when it's all said and done, when these guys come out, they just may come out once Seba Corns, McLaughlin, and those, and like Jad Khalif, Thornock, once they all pit and it completely cycles around, these guys may come back out in maybe 3rd or 4th, perhaps. We'll see what happens here. And Michael Pimpero, okay, he's coming in as well. Travis Eccles, he's still out. I think that's going to cycle him up. No, he's coming in as well. So here comes your the guy that was your leader, Colin Forrester. He's coming out now. Let's see. Moore and Green. Moore, he's back to 9th position. So wow, Greg Moore, and that they came in, they did their pit stop, but they're a ways back. Greg Moore, he's about 5 seconds back from your leader, running and still waiting for the positions to cycle through. He's running in 4th now. I'm sorry, make that 3rd. Kind of like what I was expecting it to be. Him and Mahoney Jr. 3rd and 4th. They've got Ryan Ferraro right there in that 5th spot, but it's still Colin Forrester, and he's right now 2 seconds, 2 3/4 seconds ahead of A.J. Green. So business as usual for Cats Go Fast and the racing team there. 4 guys on pit road. Sean McLaughlin making his way in. Gerald Space. Oh, it looked like he might have overshot there just a little bit. Trying to hurt him get his, don't see anything. I wonder if, oh man, I wonder if he got a pit road speeding violation or something, because it doesn't look like he might have already got his tires, but he is just sitting there. And now he's on his way. That might have been a pit road speeding violation. Travis Eccles making his way in, or making his way out, I should say. There's David Bonnet in the 7th position. Everybody's a little spread out here now. He's trying to chase down Seba Corns, Mike Simone behind him in the 8th spot, followed by Brian Dixon, 9th. Christopher Buds right there rounds out the top 10. Now it looks like Dixon is kind of leading that second group of trucks now. There's a couple of trucks up there up ahead of him, David Bonnet and Mike Simone. In fact, you can see they're all kind of spaced out pretty good there. So it's not exactly a pack of trucks there. A little further up there, there's Steve Horns right there. There's Dakota Moniz, kind of inching his way closer to the front. He was around 16th or so before that round of pit stops. Now he's got himself up to the 12th position. So he's kind of working there. His teammate Jesse Thornock there in 15th spot. There's, I think that's one of the new drivers, the 25, Alan Marnecki, currently running in the 13th position. Justin Barkley might be a new driver as well, I believe, because I don't remember seeing his name a whole lot in previous races, running in the 14th spot. Kevin Mahoney Jr. trying to run down the 10 machine of Greg Moore for that 3rd position. You see A.J. Green in front of those two. And a little dot up there further on down the road is Colin Forrester. 3.8 seconds now ahead of his teammate, A.J. Green. He's running in 2nd. Boy, Mahoney Jr. just got close to the wall there. I don't think he touched it, though. Here, we're on lap 42 of 90, getting very close to the halfway point. Colin Forrester, your leader. And now he's got lapped vehicles both in front and behind him. That's Corey Wakefield and Stephen Wood directly behind him. And they're both a lap down. We're still showing 18 trucks on the lead lap. McCarty and Pimpere, they're the ones that are closest to going a lap down. Michael Pimpere in particular, he's about 6 seconds ahead of Forrester. You see that little dot up there going into turn 3. So this time as they cross the line, it'll be the halfway point. The leader coming out of turn 4. And now we start lap 45. We're officially at the halfway point here now, folks. David Bonnet in the 6th position. Seba Corns doing very well. He has gained 11 positions since the start. Well, he's, and now, right now he's passing a few lap cars there, Wakefield and Echols. His next target would be the 66 of Kevin Mahoney Jr. They're all mixed in there pretty good right now. It looked like, I think I saw Greg Moore. He's trying to get past the 7 of A.J. Green once again. Kevin Mahoney's right there watching what's happening. Greg Moore trying all he can. A.J. Green is managing to still hold him off. Boy, look at Greg Moore dive down on the inside. And I think he might have the momentum this time. He slides right up in front of the 7. Let's see if he can hang on to that 2nd position now as we start lap 49. Seba Corns getting a lot closer to the action here too, folks. I think he's getting ready to make a move on the 66. Oh boy, Mahoney is right there too. A.J. Green stand right to the bumper of the 10, Greg Moore. Seba Corns and Kevin Mahoney Jr. battling for position. Corns, he's got that 4th spot just by a nose. They were just about to bracket the 7 there. That gave Greg Moore a little bit of breathing space. While up the front, Colin Forrester, he continues to motor along. And that's the battle we were watching right behind him there. Stephen Wood is right there between him and Greg Moore. There's Moore right there. Got the 17 of Stephen Wood directly in front of him. Wood might stay to the high side perhaps. These lead trucks coming in. Most of these guys pitted like between lap 31 and 33, so their tires are all relatively the same age on them, including that lap car Stevie Wood. He pitted on lap 31, so he's not going to be necessarily that much slower than them. A.J. Green working that traffic, him and Kevin Mahoney Jr. Trying to reconnect with the 10 there, but Kevin Mahoney Jr. is sticking right to him. Let's look a little further back. There's Mike Simone battling, well, that's the 16 of Corey Wakefield directly behind him. That's not a battle for position. Simone in that 8th spot. He is trying to catch the 12 of Ryan Ferraro there right in front of him. Ferraro having a good run here tonight. Jesse Thornock now up in the 11th spot. He's actually gotten ahead of his teammate. That's Alan Marnecki right behind him. And then the 5 of Dakota Moniz, who's now back to the 13th position. A little further back, there's Jad Khalif, league owner there. He's in 14th spot. Nice little gap between him and Justin Barkley to the tune of 1.7 seconds. And Adam Ailshire running back there in the 16th position. And he's got some lap cars directly behind him. Gary Armijo, Gerald Space, running 22nd to 23rd respectively. A little further back, there's Stephen Wood by the 19th spot. Even the leaders are kind of spaced out now. Now, Colin Forrester, he's got 2 seconds between him and Greg Moore. Greg Moore has got a couple of seconds between him and A.J. Green. So he's got a comfortable cushion right there. Matter of fact, A.J., he's got, well, not as much of a pad, almost half a second ahead of Kevin Mahoney. Mahoney feeling the pressure himself. Steve McCorn, well, maybe I'll take that back. Steve McCorn's actually is behind a lap car that is behind Mahoney. So yeah, he is a little bit further back. But he's got a pretty good cushion as well from David Bonnet running in 6th position, who also has a 3-second gap to Ryan Ferraro. Now Ferraro, he's got his hands full. These 3 trucks right here, Ferraro, Simone, and Dixon. And there's Ferraro, there's Simone right there running in the 8th spot. Then we have Brian Dixon in the 9th position. All those 3 guys are battling for a position right there. That's right now probably one of the closest battles on the track until you start getting a little further back in the pack. Give a shout out to the folks in the chat. Thank you for supporting your team there and your drivers and cheering them on every week. Tony Moniz, he's worked his way back up to 12th. That's Alan Warnecki there. He's now battling with Jad Khalif for that 13th spot. Everybody's still running green here, and we're at lap 60. You know, we're 2/3 of the way now through this race. Colin Forrester continues to lead. And I think, well, the gap to him and Greg Moore is 1.5 seconds. So we're going to take a very quick break here before our next round of green flag pit stops. You're watching the Last Night's Truck League Season 2, round number 3 here at Kentucky Speedway on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody racing through turns 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into 2nd position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Here we go. It's just about to go away. They both coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnet. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
We are back. Green flag pit stops have commenced once again. There's Mike Simone making his way down pit road. Your leader, Colin Forrester, he also came in with a handful of other drivers. Oh no, Simone, he overshot his pit box. That's going to cost him on the track there a little bit. Greg Moore is still out there. He's doing the same thing he did last time, folks. And, he stayed out a longer stint than your leaders, Forrester and Green. And now everybody's, we're going to see how things work out here. There's A.J. Green making his way in, getting his stuff. There's Christopher Buds coming down now, about to hit his pit box. Right on the money there for the 3 machine. Stephen Wood also coming in now. Getting their woe down, not to get that pit road speeding penalty there. There's David Bonnet making his way in. A lot of green flag pit stops here. Brian Dixon is coming down as well. And Moore and Mahoney are still out there. There's Greg Moore right there. Kevin Mahoney's coming in. So, and last time, I think it cycled as high, up to Seba Corns last time around. So now Mahoney's in. Greg Moore is still your leader at the moment. Seba Corns is still out as well. Seba Corns last pitted on lap 34. Greg Moore pitted on lap 33. So, and here comes Greg Moore. And let's see if Seba stays out. He might stay out one more lap here. Yes, he does. And he gets passed by Colin Forrester, because Forrester is right now, now he's on the tail end of the lead lap. So by the time Seba Corns comes in, Colin Forrester will have cycled around and gotten back up to the front there. See Alan Warnecki, he's making his way in. Here's Michael Pimpere. And here comes Seba Corns now, making his way in. Jesse Thornock right behind him. Jad Khalifa also coming in. And that, here comes Colin Forrester. He's coming down the backstretch right now, but your leader, your current leaders are on pit road. And so that will cycle him around. But yet he still has to stop. Colin Forrester, I take that back, I'm sorry. He stopped on lap 62. So he'll probably be going somewhere in the mid-90s. Man, that's going to get interesting towards the end of the race. We may have some green flag pit stops somewhere around 5 laps to go. And I'm wondering if anybody is pitting now because they just absolutely have to because of fuel, or whether they can they stretch it another 2 or 3 laps. And, because sometimes we'll see guys cross the finish line with no fuel in the truck. So, boy, that's gonna be fun to see how that plays out. Colin Forrester currently your leader. And
caution, yellow flag.
oh, boy, here we go. Okay, throw a wrench in those plans. We've got a caution here, folks. Yellow flag. I'm not sure what happened there. I think it was Michael Pimpere. Something happened to Michael. Oh, heavy damage there. Both front corners of that truck. Let's take a look back and see if we can see what happened to Michael here. There he is racing along now. Oh, and he got caught a little bit too much of that apron. Boom, hard into the outside wall. And that's what happened to the right front of that truck. Or I think the left front, I would say. No, it looks like it was the right that got damaged. That's what hit first. And I thought it was both sides, but I think it's mostly the right there. But he was able to continue on. And obviously now going to come on the pit road. Have to get that damage taken care of there. You see that damage on the hood there on the right front of that 13 machine as he comes around now. And he wasn't on the lead lap, so he probably won't be able to pit the first time around when the pits are open. And most of your leaders have literally just pitted. So, man, this is going to help them fuel mileage-wise. This is going to help them a ton. So that's Colin Forrester is your leader. There's Kevin Mahoney. He's got some lapped cars between him and the leader. And they'll cycle back to the back when they get the one to go. And then Greg Moore is right there, third position. Ryan Ferraro is in fourth. What'd I tell you, folks? Dakota Moniz. Look how, see what I tell you. He was running back there between like 12th, 13th, 16th. And now all of a sudden, you find the number 5 like in the top 5. And I don't know how he does that, but he's back. He's got Mike Simone right behind him. David Bonnet in that 7th position. Seba Corrin's 8th. Ryan Dixon is 9th, and Justin Barkley rounds out the top 10 at the moment here. We'll look and see if anybody is going to come down pit road. All your leaders look like they're most likely going to stay out. And we do see a couple of folks peeling off there. Like Stephen Wood, he's making his way down. Corey Wakefield, he's in along with Travis Eccles. So it looks like those three. Now Wakefield, Wood, and Michael Pimpere, he's also coming in. Well, he was the one that had the damage, so you know he was going to come in. Use that. There goes. Got that fast pair and got that front end knocked back out again and tip-top shape. Topped off with fuel now. And I would think he could go to the end now, fuel-wise, if fuel was an issue. Let's see. Let's look and see. I wonder if they're one to go yet. Lights are still on the pace truck. Let's see if we can grab Greg here. See if we can see him here in the chat. Maybe find out what the fuel mileage looks like. Let's see if we can find him here real quick. Let's see. Thought I might have saw him. There he is, right there. We'll bring him up to the booth with us real quick. Hey, Greg, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Hey, man, what is this? You think this is more of a fuel mileage race, or is it a tire thing here?
Definitely tires. Yeah, we should be good to go on fuel. I think everybody should be good to go.
Right, okay. So, man, it's going to be I mean, you guys are looking pretty good when you came in and pitted, but I guess you know what it's feeling like out there, but you know, somebody, you think you can make it to the end pretty good now? We're at lap 74, and that's kind of in your window anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, we should be good on fuel. The trucks get a little tight as the run goes on, so just tire management is what's going to win it or lose it here.
10-4, absolutely. Well, looks like y'all getting ready to go green again. Anybody want to give a shout out to real quick?
Hey, my daughter Lily's watching tonight. She called me right before the race and said, "Dad, I'm watching." So hi, Lily. Thanks for watching.
10-4. I'll put you back down to was it Team 6? Was it? And good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
That's correct, Arnie. Thank you.
Okay, folks. Greg Moore getting ready to go back to work here. Lights are out on the pace car. Colin Forrester, your leader. It'll be lap 75 when we go green once again. Waiting for that green flag. Actually, the restart is on the leader, and he waited almost to the start-finish line, and he's gone once again. But I tell you, Mahoney Jr. and Moore, they're pretty much right there. Tried to get a good jump, but he didn't get away from them at all. Ryan Ferraro there in the 4th spot. Him and Mike Simone, they're battling hard. Simone trying to get around the 12 on the inside. Here, like Greg Moore said, it's going to be about tire management. How hard are you going to push these tires right now? About 15 more laps to go. And this will be very interesting to see how this plays out here. Boy, they're packed up tight right there. Seba Corns right there in that group. Simone trying to get by, now Simone trying to get by David Bonnet. He's got by Bonnet. He's working on Dakota Moniz now. Boy, Michael Pimpere having a bad night. He's coming in for some reason. Green flag pit stop, both him and AJ Green. AJ Green, I don't know if something happened. Didn't see any report of where they had any, they came together or anything like that, but Colin Forrester, one of his teammates, not out there to really work with him tonight, not like last week. Right now he's staying ahead of Greg Moore and Kevin Mahoney Jr. And look at that, they're already starting to form a gap between them. Like it looks right on board with Mahoney. You can see the gap starting to form back between him and Seba Corns. Seba Corns leading the rest of the field at the moment. And Ferraro is right behind the 15 truck, and his teammates right behind him, Dakota Moniz, followed by David Bonnet. And that's actually another teammate of Dakota Moniz, Jesse Thornlock, just got by Bonnet for that 7th position. So that's with Larson Line Motorsports running 5th, 5th, 6th, and 7th at the moment. Things are getting even more dicier back here, folks. Mike Simone trying to get around the 33. Brian Dixon, Adam Elshire. He's been back at the back there for a while, but now he's in the top 10. And he's trying to make his way up through the pack here. Trying to find a way around the 27, Simone. Battle up the front's getting pretty tight too. Here comes Kevin Mahoney on Colin Forrester. And Seba Corns and Greg Moore going at it. Boy, look at these pair right here, folks. 2 pairs of trucks battling. Everybody's right there. Seba Corns are back there in 4th at the moment. Man, these guys, they're just almost as tight together as you'd see them on a super speedway. Corns trying to find a way around Forrester. Oh, no, they look like Forrester and he might have touched the 10 just a little bit. Greg Moore gets out of it. He might have backed out of it. He doesn't look like he has any real damage. But there is a gap now forming between him and Forrester, 0.3 of a second. And boy, here comes Dakota Moniz and company. He is being caught up very quickly by 2 other teammates right there. That's Larson Line Motorsports, Dakota Moniz and Jesse Cornock, the 5 and the 14. So now he's fell back into the clutches of those 2. Not to mention David Bonnet as well. There's the 33 of Brian Dixon. So everybody's getting battle happy up there now, folks. Meanwhile, Kevin Mahoney, he's leading at the moment, but Seba Corns is coming like a freight train and very much intent. We're lap 83. It'll be 84 as they cross the line. He is doing his best to run down the 66 truck. Hasn't quite got there just yet. Kevin Mahoney Jr. running for his life. Oh, we got a caution. Caution here on lap 84. And oh no, it was I think it was the 5 car, Dakota Moniz. And boy, that truck is crabbing sideways there, folks. A lot of heavy damage on the 5 truck. Oh my goodness. Let's go back and look and see what happened to Dakota there. There he goes. Oh, him and the 51 got together. And, Mike Simone also. And Michael Simone Pimpere is involved there. Adam Ailshire, I think I saw him possibly get into the wall. Oh, man. See, there he is. There, Ailshire, he might have a little damage as well. Yeah, there's Bonnet's already towing in. Let's go back and take it live here. Yeah, smoke starting to come from that 5 truck. Terrible break there. Boy, he's just trying to keep that. Okay, he just passed the exit of pit road. He's going to have to go all the way around. Hopefully that engine doesn't blow on him. They start smoking, folks. And that's terminal. And I've seen these trucks. It doesn't take much for them to blow once they start blowing smoke like that. Hopefully he can get around the pit road before that thing lets go. That's Travis Eccles right behind him. He's trying to get that thing slowed down. Trying hard. It doesn't want to turn left, I don't believe. Trying his best to get it down pit road. Look at that thing. Look like it's sliding sideways down pit road. Definitely, I don't think he hasn't been involved in anything, so he should have. He probably has 2 faster pairs, and we'll watch this truck. Boom, just like that, brand new, folks. Boy, don't you think that, wouldn't it be nice if that could happen in real life? Take your car to the shop and just snap your fingers and it's done. Okay, so he's down, but he's down in 15th position. And let's see, Mike Simone, he's on pit road. Don't know if he's sitting there. I don't know if he towed in or not. And Michael Pimpere, he's sitting there as well. So your leaders are all out now. Nobody up here pitted. All these guys, they pitted up in the mid 60s, high 60s lap wise. Colin Forrester actually pitted on lap 62. So his tires are actually the oldest among that group of cars up there. Whether or not he's going to have anything for him or not, no telling here. So we got Kevin Mahoney, your leader. Then we have Seba Corns. And man, this race is, boy, this is just about over. This is almost going to be I don't know if this is going to be a green, it's not going to be a green-white checker, probably. But this will be the last time they'll get a restart. And if they were to have another caution, then it would be a green-white checker. Gerald Space coming down pit road. But like I said, we got Mahoney in first, Seba Corn second, Colin Forrester third, Greg Moore in that 4th position. And Jesse Thornock is in the 5th spot. Him and his teammate Ryan Ferraro running 5th and 6th respectively there. Brian Dixon 7th. Alan Warnecki in the 8th position. Christopher Budd's 9th. Justin Barkley rounding out the top 10. I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong truck there. There he is, Justin Barkley. So everything to race for here. And you'll probably get the one to go this time around. I was trying to show you that, I wanted to show you the team standings earlier. They wouldn't pop up for me. Let's see if we can get them to come up there this time. There they go. Larson Line Motorsports, they are leading at the moment, ahead of Cats Go Fast. And that's like Jesse Thornock, Ryan Ferraro. They're members of that team. Also Dakota Moniz is another member. And James Trammell, he hasn't been here for a couple of weeks. He's the 4th member of that group. But right now, they're leading the points. Cats Go Fast. That's like Colin Forrester, A.J. Green. And there's another driver, he's not there tonight, and his name escapes me, but he's not on track tonight with them. Obsidian Edge Racing third, No Fear Racing fourth, CA Motorsports sixth, and Vortex Theory in the sixth position. So right now, as far as the team points are concerned, things looking pretty good for Larson Line Motorsports. They've got two guys up there in the top 10, Ryan Ferraro there and Jesse Thornock. Excuse me. Their teammate Dakota, he's now back in the 13th spot. But who knows? Now he just got the fast repair and took off. And he pitted on lap 85 anyway, so those tires are pretty darn fresh. We'll see if he can probably make up some spots. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace car is getting ready to turn in, so this is going to be it here. It'll be lap 89, as a matter of fact. Hey, you might as well call it a green-white checker, because they'll be getting the green flag next time around.
Green, green, green.
Kevin Mahoney drops the hammer. Seba Corns, boy, Greg Moore and Colin Forster are all over him. Forster taking that low line, see if he can make his way around both the 15 and the 10. He just may pull it off, folks. Maybe. Let's see what happens. They race down the backstretch. Seba Corns manages to hold on. Greg Moore also holding on that high line, offering a little bit better momentum coming off the corner. Greg Moore, white flag is now in the air. Greg Moore there in that third position. Right, he taps the 15. Oh, and the 15 goes sideways. Seba Corns crashing, flipping, collecting other trucks. Oh man, I couldn't see who that was. Anyway, they come around Kevin Mahoney. He's coming around. Colin Forster did get around the 15. Moore's trying to fight back. There goes Mahoney. He's your winner. Greg Moore manages to stay ahead of the 24 and grab the second spot, but Kevin Mahoney avoided a literal train wreck behind him to take the win here at Kentucky. Wow. Kevin Mahoney Jr., your winner, folks. And, you know, we saw him. He was a victim of some bad luck in the other couple of races there. And, boy, he made it this time to that start-finish line first. It looks like he's giving somebody a push there. I think that's Alan Warnecki. Must be out of fuel, so he's going to do the sporting thing, try to push him around the pit road. Well, at least he pushed him as far as up to the start-finish line. He's going to do some little celebratory burnout there first before he continues with his aid. Let's take a look at that finishing order there. Kevin Mahoney Jr. winner, Greg Moore second, Colin Forster third, Jesse Thornock fourth, Ryan Ferraro fifth, Brian Dixon sixth, Adam Ailshire seventh, Christopher Budds eighth, Jad Khalif ninth, Justin Barkley rounds out the top 10. Then we have Steve Accardi 11th, Dakota Moniz up 12th position, Stephen Wood 13th, Mike Simone 14th. Seba Corns ended up in the 15 truck, ended up in 15th position. Alan Warnecki, 16th position. Sean McLaughlin, 17th. Corey Wakefield in that 18th spot. And then in 19th, we've got A.J. Green, Gerald Space, 20th. Gary Armijo, 21st. Travis Eccles, 22nd. David Bonnet, 23rd. And Michael Pimpere in the 24th position. And so now we're gonna go and grab the guys. We're going to head on down to Victory Circle there and see if anybody's in there yet. I think Colin Forrester's there. We got to get Kevin Mahoney in there. We're going to move him up to Victory Lane. And also Greg Moore, got to go find him. I think he's down in Channel 6. There he is. We're going to take him on up to the Victory Lane there. And we're going to head on down there with him, folks. And let me get up there and get on down there myself.
Was I pit a little early?
Okay, folks, we're in victory lane with your top three here. Kevin Mahoney Jr., Greg Moore, and Colin Forrester. Hey, Kevin, you got a copy?
Hey, I hear you, Tony.
Hey, man, boy, I tell you, you were on the right side of that luck this time, man. I tell you, we've seen you get bit in the past, but not tonight, man. Congratulations on that win.
That was a heck of a race there. Greg and Colin ran a fantastic race, and Seba was earlier too. The last little bit there, he was running. All these guys were running way better through 3 and 4 than I was. I don't know how they were running so fast through there, but holy cow, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, I tell you, and we were talking to Greg earlier, and he was saying that it's more tire wear than anything. Were you feeling that too? Those tires starting to hurt after a while?
After about 5 laps, the thing would just plow like a dump truck. So
man,
back it off a lot and save those tires as much as you could.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do, and then you're battling somebody for a position and trying to save tires at the same time. That can be quite a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely our sponsors, Butt Kicker, Monster Tech, McConey Setup Shops, you up in the booth, all the fans watching. It's a great league and fun night, and hopefully we'll get another one here.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations. We'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you next week. Hey, Greg, you got a copy?
Hey, Tony, how you doing? I got a copy.
10-4, man. Well, hey, man, you didn't get that first spot, but you were close, man. I tell you, and another good finish for you there. Congratulations on that second place finish.
Yeah, thank you. I got roughed up a couple times there, and lost a few positions, and had to kind of dig down deep and come back from that.
Yeah, I tell you, just like said with Kevin, and that we've seen you on the wrong side of some bad luck sometime, and this time you managed to survive and get on top of that and get to the finish line. So congratulations there.
Yeah, it was good to finish one. First 2 races kind of wrecked out in both of them, so it was good to hang in there and get a second place. Kevin's real tough to beat no matter what, and he did a nice job tonight and deserves that win.
Absolutely. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my daughter Lily and Kathleen and Barbara up in New Hampshire, and then of course our sponsors, Butt Kicker, Monster Tech, and McConey.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. We'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you, Tony. Take care.
10-4. Hey, Colin, you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I tell you, man, you were kind of the class of the field all race long, man, and I guess it all started with one of those cautions that you probably didn't want to see anyway, because you think that might have messed up the strategy a little bit.
Yeah, because on the long runs, I pit a little early because the tires they wore super fast, and I just wanted to try to get a little advantage on the rest of the field. If it stayed green, I think I would have had it, but caution came out and I just had older tires. Nothing I could really do, but they both did a good job, and still got third. And Bristol's a good track for me, so maybe I can get it done there.
All right. Yeah, your teammate AJ there, I think he came in not long after a pit stop. Because it's always nice to have a teammate running around you and stuff, but something happened to him. And you found yourself up there all by yourself against whoever was behind you at the moment.
Yeah, AJ got a black flag speeding up pits, which,
oh, man.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's his fault, but he'll be all right.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So it wasn't really just. I knew AJ was going to battle me if he was up there, and I know these two would battle me. So I knew I had older tires, just nothing I could really do. But it was a good race, and I had fun.
Yeah, you did good to hang on there. Your tires were a few laps older than theirs, but still, to hang on with those guys with the fresher tires, that was a good job all the way around. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'd like to shout out my dad, our sponsors, McConey, Shut Up Shop, Butt Kicker,
and Monster Tech.
Oh, Monster Tech
Yeah,
too. My apologies.
there you go. Yeah, and yeah, man, and well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week. And go relax now, and another good race under your belt, and We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you, Tony.
Okay, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us here, and we're going to get ready to wrap it up here. Boy, I tell you, another exciting race here tonight at the last night's Truck League. And as always, we appreciate you being here with us for these races here. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and always click that notification bell if you want to know when we're going to go live once again. And I tell you, it was just a fun. It's always an action-packed race. You never know what's going to happen. And but as always, thank you once again for joining us here last night's Racing League on Rice Motorsports TV. And we will see you next weekend for round number 4. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we wish you a pleasant evening.